During this presentation, we will discuss testing protocols for STAR Early Literacy, Reading, and Math for Progress Monitoring 1 and 2. Please note that while some slides will be read to you, many will not. Your responsibility is to be aware of all information on this presentation. Test security. Inappropriate actions by school or district personnel before, during, or after test administration may result in consequences such as test invalidations and/or loss of teaching certification. Please carefully read the test security policies and procedures, the Florida statutes, and State Board of Education rules in Section 4. Please be aware of the Florida Test Security Statutes and Test Security Rule as listed on this slide. Please be aware of the prohibited activities as listed on this slide. The test administrator's responsibility is to actively monitor students as they are taking the test. Please make sure that students are actively engaged in completing the test. Please review this slide for the electronic devices policies, as students are not allowed to have any electronic devices available to them or on their person during testing. For classes and grade levels that choose to do a whole class test, seating charts will be available to accurately record the time while students are testing. Please read the designated script for each subject matter when delivering the test to students. Classes and grade levels that decide to give a whole class test, seating charts will be required to accurately include start and stop times, as well as all information included on this slide. Please be aware of all test dates for school year 24-25 as listed on this slide. Please read and review common STAR testing questions. Please read and review the following STAR testing questions. New for school year 24-25 is a FAST test tile in RenPlace. After logging in, K through 2 students will see the new FAST test tile on the main page. After selecting the FAST tile, they are brought to a landing page to choose the assessment they will take. Students will only be able to complete one assessment per progress monitoring window. All other experiences for students, teachers, and administrators remain the same. Teachers, please assist students with making the correct product selection. Just a reminder to first grade teachers, please look carefully at the data. If a student scored in kindergarten an 852 as their scale score or higher, they will not take STAR Early Literacy. They will take STAR Reading. A list of those students will be sent to you from your MTSS coach. Teachers, please take note of the icon to access RenPlace. Teachers, as students are accessing the test, they will encounter STAR practice questions. Please do not provide assistance or the correct answer when completing practice questions. If the student doesn't understand how to answer questions, review the testing procedures with the student. If the student understands how to answer questions but keeps giving incorrect answer, this may indicate that the student is not ready to have his or her abilities assessed with a STAR assessment. This student will be listed in a non-participation list and they will access the test at another time. Please note the components for the STAR Early Literacy test. Please note the components for the STAR Reading test. Please note the components for the STAR Math test. Please note, all students in K through 2 will have the STAR Math audio enabled. For STAR Reading and STAR Early Literacy, students who receive the oral presentation accommodation will have the test read to them by a test administrator. Note the available accommodations for taking the STAR Early Literacy, Reading, and Math tests. Teachers must enter the monitor password on a student's device. Do not reveal the monitor password to students. The Renaissance platform will allow students to take a STAR assessment multiple times. Please do not progress monitor during state assessment windows. After assessing students, the following reports are helpful for teachers and parents in understanding the data. Please note the common tech issues. If the student cannot pass the practice items after 2 attempts, the student will be marked by the testing coordinator with a non-participation status of failed practice, and the student should not complete the assessment. Students without an extended time accommodation may encounter this common tech issue. Please encourage the student to move to the next assessment question, and the unanswered question will be treated as incorrect. Many fixes for this common tech issue is to have the student log out of RenPlace and then log back in. It can also be solved by having the student completely shutting down their computer, waiting for a moment, then entering in their credentials once again. If teachers encounter this common tech issue, please inform your testing coordinator. As well, your testing coordinator will advise to any district outages and will contact you when the issue is resolved. If you have questions about anything in this presentation, please contact your testing coordinator.